Right, good evening once again, and you're welcome to the Code Room. Today happens to be Saturday, the 10th day of the month of May 2025, and tonight we are giving you some exciting topic, and also you are an integral part of this very conversation. Do well to like, comment, and share our videos. And right now on Facebook, you are watching us on Emmanuel Techi Bonnie on Facebook, and other social media handles is the Future TV 14, YouTube, TikTok, and any other social. So please do well to be like and share and comment under the comment section. We'll get time to read them for you. My name is Nana Bein Pinto, and happy Mother's Day to all potential mothers, especially my mother, Emilia Akufu, and also to our camera lady, Caroline. Happy Mother's Day in advance to you and to all potential mothers out there, as I just made mention earlier. So I have Majesty in the house. He is my co-host, and tonight we have a guest who is a teacher and a team manager, coach, everything. He is Gadiel Robert Aqua Graham, and unfortunately he has taught me before. Yes, and today we are meeting here. I'm going to interview him. I'm privileged to have him on the show. Let me turn to them, welcome them, then we do the honest. Majesty, welcome back from Accra.
Thank you.
How was Accra?
Oh, well, Accra was cool.
It was cool. You went for a funeral?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My condolences to the family that you paid that homage to.
Yeah.
They supported as well. I think we missed you last week. You weren't around. Yeah. So viewers were asking of you. You told them that due to one or two reasons you have to go to.
Anyways, I'm back.
Yeah, sure. So, once again, welcome back.
Thank you.
Right to Mr. Graham.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How are you doing?
By God grace, I'm managing.
I'm privileged to have you here. Yes, I think I started this journey with you, and yes, I'm happy to have you on the Code Room. In fact, it's a very big privilege for me to have you. Once again, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Sure. And right now, I'm told you have a team.
Yes, I'm a team manager of a club.
Okay.
It's a Kenita crowd here.
Okay.
Sedan Academy.
Oh, okay. Sedan. Oh, I never knew. Yeah. Okay. Then I know you are the one who started taking trophies for Adesek when you took over the team.
Exactly.
Both male and female.
Exactly.
And are you still with the team?
Yes, I'm still with the team.
And I know recently there was something. We'll come to that. Don't worry. And ladies and gentlemen watching me, Mr. Graham is an artist too. He can sing very well. And I know one of his songs. At a point in time, I was
the manager of the song.
at a point, I was a manager to him. Yes, and he's very good. He's very good. The way he likes his, the way he do things. Let me say it that way. Like he likes professional things. So you're doing everything professional. I think there was a time you had to do a song with Oba Pakistan.
Exactly.
Yeah, sure. And that's that. Let me go to Majesty. Majesty, you are laughing. He's a very gospel musician, very down to earth, respectful.
Maybe after a year I'll start listening to him.
Yeah, sure. When you go to the socials, you find some of his songs to listen. Very nice song. I will let him sing the one I was doing. I'll let him sing some portion for me. I really love the song. It was something like choral and other, like very perfect one. At the time we were taking over the radio station, the radio silver, then the other media station. At the time I wasn't fat like this, so I was very tiny, small boy manager. Right, so Majesty, I think you have some trends for us.
Yeah.
Right, so
I've quite a few.
Right, we'll go for a quick commercial. Because we're back, Majesty will bring out the trends. After that, we'll go to Mr. Graham for a quiet conversation on this very show. Let's go.
Yeah, guys, good evening once again, and I'm here this weekend to share some bars to you. First, let's start with Skype.
Yeah. Skype. Our normal Skype.
Yeah, our normal Skype.
Yeah.
Used to chat.
Yeah. The medium for conversation.
Officially, it has been shut down.
Oh, okay. Why the owner is having issues? Or they sold it? Okay. Skype officially shuts down after 22 years.
Yeah, like for some time now, they say the scammers were
Using
it more. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So right now it's not working any longer.
Right.
I think there are other mediums who, of which they are shattering this. Yes. And when social started, I knew Skype was for video conversation and for text conversation as well. So people were using it. But right now, when phone became common, or like we got access to mobile phones, people started using other apps instead of the Skype. So I think its popularity is not in the system again, and there has been some sort of apps that are doing very well so far as conversation is concerned. So maybe the owners of Skype are doing this to rebrand themselves and come back harder to compete with what is in the system. That is from my perspective. Okay. Yes, I don't know. Mr. Graham, do you have anything to say on Skype? Were you using it?
A bit, but
and when you were in secondary school?
Yes, please.
Okay.
A bit, but I think it's a nice medium.
Yeah.
But if things of this nature should shut down, then I believe that the owners should do well to bring it back.
Yeah.
Because it's a nice platform for, social stuff.
Yeah.
So it's better that they bring it back to help. I believe the other people also have their businesses linked up with.
Yeah.
So when it goes down like this, it also
affects the businesses. Yeah.
So rally around it. So I think
I side with you on that angle. But children of today don't know Skype.
They are not in tune with.
Yes.
They are with the other
apps. Did you use Skype?
Yes, I do. I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Which year? Can you remember?
Oh.
That is just by the way.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
That's just by the way. So we can move on to next.
So right now we have a new pope.
Yeah.
A new pope. Robert.
Pope Leo.
Yeah. Robert Provost.
Yes. He's Pope Leo the 14th. Yeah, that's what you call him. Okay. It's Leon rather. Okay. It's Leo, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Because somebody has written Leon here. GH1 TV, please tell your people to be correcting the name because he's our Pope. We the Catholics, we now have Pope. So Pope Leo the 14th. Yes, congratulations to him and welcome to the system. He's a US. Yes, he's from America.
It's American, I think, and then he has other lineage with I think
Italy.
It's North American countries also.
Okay.
Quoting the exact country, but he's a very nice man.
Yeah, sure.
I've read a lot about.
I'm told this is the first time American has been a pope. Yeah, so it's a history. On it.
But it seems this year, like people were, rooting for a black or an African.
Yeah, sure. Apia Texan, Cardinal Apia Texan. Yes, people were rooting for him to become the next pope. But I think they have criteria, and I think they consult other.
They pray on this. It's not like you just pay them anyhow. Yeah.
They put them in a room.
They put them in a room, confined room, no phones. No communication gadgets around them. They pray over it and then they vote.
Okay.
Yeah, their voting system is very unique. When they are not able to find the Pope within that casting of vote, the black smoke comes out from the chimney.
Yeah.
And then they go and then pray
again.
And then vote again.
So when the white smoke comes,
then it means they have gotten the Pope. When the white smoke comes out.
Did you got time to follow the?
But I followed it a bit.
Okay, so I was hearing on the socials that a black smoke popped up.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. There was black smoke. Usually, if you read their history, it's kind of our politics that we do.
Okay.
But theirs is in the religious kind of.
Yeah.
They have to pray, all stuff before they get, and we cannot root for someone whilst they themselves are not in tune with it.
Yeah, okay.
It is a religious thing.
Yeah.
You must be in tune with it before.
Yeah, sure. You can have your favorite, but you said that doesn't go anywhere.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. Maybe not now. Once other countries are getting or other continents are getting their popes, maybe one day there'll be a black man also, manning the affairs on Vatican City. But it's not easy.
Right, so Pope Leo, once again, congratulations to you, Majesty.
Yeah, so last month, a video was trending on the social media. It was about Benjamin Asari.
Okay.
Yeah, a Black Star goalkeeper. And
Yeah.
also Hasselhoff, yeah. He was in the trotro, and someone
Snapped him.
yeah, and posted it on the internet. So it went viral. So this week he has been gifted a car.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so Black Stars Hatterfolk goalkeeper Benjamin Asari gifted a car after viral video of him in public transport. Okay, so congratulations to him too for the new car, and also God bless the person who gifted him the car. But sometimes it feels good to join the passenger car or the commercial vehicle. Okay. Maybe it's not necessarily you don't have a car, or the thing is he doesn't have at all. Oh, okay.
But he wasn't having a car before then.
Okay. Then I think it's a punch on the right direction, because looking at his pedigree, where he is now, at least he should get something too. But the more money, more problem. You get it? Yes, more money, more problem.
Only a car can fit.
This is coming with a lot of responsibilities, and the person who gifted you can't take the car to the shop for
maintenance,
servicing and maintenance as well. So I think more money, more problem. The wife or the girlfriend will be happy, but we pray that things will work smoothly for him, so that yes. Okay.
I think other people should be encouraged to also do the same.
Yeah, sure.
Because in fact, like give him him a car, I think it's a plus.
Yeah.
Because with this stature now, he needs some privacy.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
There's some security as well.
He can't be joining the trotro every day, and Accra trotro is more. It's common than the other commercial. Yes, it's not easy. M4 na okay.
So Black Sherif is in the news again.
Okay.
He has been nominated in the BET Awards.
Wow.
Best International Arts.
And he deserves it. Congratulations to him. I think today your story is congratulations. So congratulations to him, and he deserves it. I pray he brings it, not because
TJ Mace is in the
category of artist of the year.
Yeah.
Sure. I think we've discussed that one here earlier.
Yeah.
Yes. So what I have to say on this is he deserves it. He's a very good act, and what he's doing. Charlie, Iron Boy has an album.
solid.
Maybe I say, my hair ganku. Is it? Why are you laughing?
I happen to know him just a few. I've heard about him, but I wasn't following him. But I think for about 3 or 4 weeks, I chanced on some of his Boamie.
Yeah.
And then
Sacrifice.
In fact, for Sacrifice, I'm a songwriter.
Yeah.
I listened to the song and then the lyrics and the mentality. As how old is like this guy?
This guy, yeah. Early 20s.
And he's on point. If you are not, I read a few bits about some people who commented on his songs, because I think he's a Muslim inclined also. And somebody was asking, how come a Muslim writes songs that has a Jesus Christ kind of stuff in it? And the comment I made was that he's someone who wants to touch all lives. And with his art, we want to create a scene for everyone, both Christendom and then the other, even though he's not a Christian. And if you listen to the songs, it touches the heart, no matter how religious, whatever that you want. And it's a good art.
Yeah.
His songs, right? Even that Boamie, Charlie, it's...
Obimboamie. Can you sing?
It goes up, comes down, and
Smobimamie.
Vocals. Vocals.
Sacrifice is a top-notch song.
I'm sure my head on fire can't cool. Obimboamie.
That's a
Obimboamie.
Sacrifice. I want to remember the line.
Yeah. Oh, the songs on the Iron Boy album, very fantastic. So we are all rooting for him to get the best international act.
The way these foreigners are catching up on him.
Yes, because of the dialect.
Because
Because he mostly use English
Yeah.
in his songs, and the English I think is more than the local dialect, and he sometimes add the local dialect for us to feel the sense of belonging, but he uses more of the English for international or a global.
Patwa Rasta.
You get
kind
it?
of thing,
Yes,
a bit.
yes. So,
it's-
as he said, he wants to touch all angles or all lines. So, congratulations to Black Sheriff. We will come and sit here again and say you've won it, and we'll be discussing it some other days to come.
Sure. And now, since the announcement of TGMA, there has been a lot of chaos in the internet with regards to the Artist of the Year, who is supposed to win and all that. So,
Yeah. It's tonight.
yeah, it's happening tonight.
Yeah.
So you see, these artists have been hiring PRs and doing a lot of debates on it. So this week, DJ Slim made a post on Twitter. Yeah, this way.
Okay.
Said, I will be disappointed in Ghana Music Awards if they give the Artist of the Year award to anybody apart from Stonebwoy or Ken Promise. You can't show less interest in the team and expect to be awarded. This nonsense must stop.
Wow. DJ Slim,
DJ Slim.
one of the vibrant DJs we have in Ghana, and for Ken Promise, I side with him, but for Stonebwoy, it's a no to me. Okay, I am thinking between Ken Promise, Black Sheriff, and the new guy. What was the name? Medinina Bayasida. Ken Paluta. Yeah, sure. Among these three, one of them should get it. Or Mr. Graham.
Personally, if I should come in, I think Ken Paluta. I don't know whether last year was he given an award in this.
No. Last year he won the New Artist of the Year. Or
Yeah.
is it New Artist of the Year?
But I was surprised.
Yeah, sure.
He never won the Artist of Artist of the Year because his songs was all over.
He wasn't nominated at the time.
Okay.
Yes, he wasn't nominated at the time.
Then I think this is his time. But what?
But this has happened before. Patapao was once popular everywhere. People were thinking he would get some award. I don't know. It wasn't the Artist of the Year. It was some award.
That one Kwana song.
Yeah, I don't know whether it was a popular song or something. My guy Kejiji in Kofu, hey, Okasheni suit. Anjobia Osheni suit I didn't have the but they gave it.
Yeah.
They gave it to Bisa KD or
And then he
something.
was angry.
Yeah, he was angry. Fancy Gadam, yeah, sure. Fancy Gadam. Thanks for the correction.
But
Fancy Gadam.
I feel like we are not getting the memo about the tweets now. Yeah, producer, can you put the tweets back?
So the subject matter is somebody is not
No
showing
interest.
and who is that person? Because among them we have Kokusmuk,
Yeah.
we have Ken Paluta, we have the Black Sheriff. So these are the three people plus these two. There are five in all.
Yeah.
Or is there any gospel act there? Geometry is in there. So there are six in all. So who are not showing interest in this now? Because we have four people
With this tweet,
on the bench.
He is saying it seems like Ken Promise and
They really worked.
yeah, they are the ones showing interest more in like.
But
in this
Geometry.
game.
Showing interest in terms of votes or what?
They are constantly posting using
About it.
Yeah.
Okay,
you don't
but the
see
others are not
others
doing it. So is it the factors that contribute to the overall winner counts with posting it or what?
Yeah, so that's what he wants to make.
Try to make
like, so, yeah.
Yeah, sure. So does it come to who posted?
It shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, sure.
If you deserve, and
They have to give it to you because me posting it is my own thing. And the Ghana Music Awards, though we know it's the biggest award scheme you have in Ghana, but it's been sponsored by some people. You get it, and people get money out of it. So they vote, don't they? Or it's free?
No, they do vote.
They do. No, is the voting free or it comes with a fee?
That's not free.
So coming with a fee, it means it's somebody's bona fide property who I'm a member of which the person is earning. Okay, so when you tell me to post it, now that is my brand. You are not honoring me for honoring sake.
Exactly.
You are using category of me performing more, me doing this, me doing that. A lot of factors which can amount to about 4 or 6 factors that I have to do this, I have to do that, and they are all monies that I do use to do those kind of things. So if you tell me I didn't post it, so it means all the things that I did, the factors that has the factors that I've gone through the scrutiny to become the thing, and you tell me they say me post and so social media handling. See, I'm not showing interest.
So King Paluto came.
The fact that the person filed for nomination, that is the first interest.
Yeah, sure.
But I wanted to know what song the Metro is using right now. Was he nominated for? Because this girl, that lady,
PCS star.
PCS star, and then that lady from Winneba, what's her name?
I'm guilty. Yeah.
That song that this guy Kwame
Eugene wrote for her.
He's been doing well.
One took a cameraman. Camera lady. Don't you know the song? It's what? You don't know too?
I don't remember the title, but I know the.
Sing it. You give me some part of it. Hey. So producer, you don't know the song, you can't sing. Producer, you are there laughing. Producer, you are there laughing. You can't just give us a tune of the song.
But I was even singing when I was coming. I don't know.
But,
that is just by the way.
Yeah.
Sure.
So King Paluto came to counter this tweet.
Okay.
Yeah. Marisa, can you put it up to you? Yeah, he said, Father, this be loose talk, so they should award based on PR and not metrics. If someone doesn't campaign and he deserves it, they shouldn't give it to him, then for delete you all from the industry.
I said it to him. Yeah, no long talk. Unless Mr. Graham have something to say.
I don't have anything to say.
Yeah, sure.
I think they're just jabbing each other.
Yeah, sure. You should leave them. Is that all?
Yeah, no, Afenyo marking.
Okay.
Yeah, he said.
No, before you you come with Afenyo markings on. After everything, you go to social media, Facebook, then you read some of the comments. If they are there, you read it for us. So don't worry. No, after everything, yeah, sure. Yeah. So let's go to Afenyo marking.
Okay, so Afenyo marking is in the news again. So if I stop being a politician today, one thing I'm certain of doing is to go into ministry. I have been dreaming about it. I see myself preaching the word of God.
That's okay. Well, you want me to say something?
Is it like you want to say something?
No.
Okay.
No, like it's personal life, and we are entitled to our dreams and everything. So if he thinks he feel that thing, especially me, I have that feeling as well. That the day I'll get the podium to preach, people will marvel, because I've been through a lot and I have life testimony. Preaching doesn't mean that I am holy. Okay, I can use the podium to teach people with what I have gone through my life. Okay, and I know it's ministry. Ministry doesn't come with you wearing a cleric or something before people. So if he thinks as in a benjamin 9 years are fine, but you see, people criticize us based on what they see. Okay, so with Afenyo marking and with the political arena that he is in, Ghana, we are a country that we easily judge you by what we see. And Afenyo has been in the industry, and quite a number of days he has been doing a lot of things people are not happy with. Okay, so that thing can even bring his ministry down if he's thinking of owning a church or something. Or maybe he thinks of, because he's a Catholic and he can never become a priest because he has a wife and children. And I know the criteria for becoming a priest does not come with children and this kind, unless it happens at the blind side of their eyes.
I think the Catholics, they also have some ministerial, aspect like the catechist and those things.
Yeah, no, that one you can, sure.
And surely
become a catechist or something. So those positions are there. Yeah, chief server, those those positions are there. Sacristan, and other those positions are there, so he can become one of it. But owning a church, or maybe that one, people will judge him by what they've been seeing, right?
I believe his intentions is to just preach,
The word of God.
Like whatever you find yourself.
Over to my fellowship or park, I don't know. The Benjamin, I don't know. So that is that. And I believe that when you have instincts, you have to work on it, and you know what happens. Majesty, is that all?
So this one I want to put the yes one. There's this new this guy Jerry Boy. He's really good.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a singer. He has a new song out.
Okay. Is he a Westerner?
Yeah, he's from the region. Yeah.
Okay.
So they should go and check him out.
Okay, Jerry Boy.
Jerry Boy.
So you can follow him on all social media handles.
Yeah,
Jerry Boy.
Jerry Boy.
Okay. So and the name of the song is
Live.
Okay. So you can stream it for us, our viewers. You can support him by listening to his song,
sure,
and promoting, pushing, sharing, and other things. So that is that. Do you have some messages on Facebook that we have to read?
So this one from Parkwesi Afezi, it says Nana Beyin, pain to always deliver. Still young is also giving fire emoji.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe along the line.
Yeah, sure. So thank you very much.
Keep on dropping.
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much for doing the watching. Please share for others to also have a feel of it. You are watching us live on Facebook, Emmanuel Techi Bonnie. You wanted to say something before?
No.
Okay, so that's the end of the trends. Okay, so producer, please, I don't know if you are ready. You put the topic on the screen for us so that the viewers can also have a feel of it. We're going to talk about the football in the colleges or the inter colleges. Okay, so college sports. That is college sports in the region. Okay, so now when you say college sports, it's about the SHS people that we are talking about, and we have the team manager and college coach as well. Yes, and as I told you earlier, he is my tutor. What's the soldier? What's the soldier? No, I won't say former. I won't say former. He has taught me before. What's the soldier? What's the soldier? Okay, so he taught me when I was in SHS. Yeah, sure. And he is now. I have managed him before, and now he is my guest on the code room, and he is Guardian Robert Aqua Graham. In fact, he's a visual art teacher. He teaches very well. The children love him. When you meet anybody, whether the person is amateur or the person is current or continuing student, when you ask for Mr. Graham, you hear good vibes about him. And I'm privileged once again to have you. Mr. Graham, we are going to talk about sports in the colleges in the region. Now, let me ask you, when did you had that feeling that you should join the college sports? Because so far as I am concerned, I never saw you participating in sporting activities way back in at the second when I was in school. But later that we found that you are the one behind the team, and you started winning some trophies for the school, both female and male. When did that feeling came about?
Thank you for the question. I think this is the first time, someone like you threw this, question from. I joined the school games. Mm-hmm. At the time we had inter schools at Eseko. And then there was a match between Ademres High School and then Shamas High School. That was when James, BCU and those guys were around.
Can you recall the exact year?
I think around 2009.
Okay.
And Shama scored at Emerson High School, I think 7-0.
Wow.
Each minute that they passed the ball, they would score. But then, I was standing somewhere, and by that time, Mr. Odoy, remember
Mr. Odoy? Yeah, sure. He was working hand in hand with Actual Man.
Exactly. Mr. Odoy, by that time, Actual wasn't around.
Yeah.
So Odoy was one, handling the PE.
Yeah.
He is volley inclined.
Yeah.
But for the soccer, it was so much. He wasn't in tune with it so much. For the PE, people, they all have areas that they
specialize.
Yeah. So I was standing somewhere under a tree. I walked to him and I told him that, let me manage the boys team. He said, no, you relax. And I was just pushing him. But when we lost that game, I came back and I said, no. I have to try ways and means of getting the boys team and then manage them. I spoke with him.
But do you have a background before you continue?
My daddy wasn't a PE master, but he was in charge of Ashanti Central Institute, their sports.
Swansea?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he managed them like...
Was your daddy a sports person?
Yes, he was a sports person.
Were you too?
I just played in the houses and then some, Homos Gala, one day Homos Gala. I'm not very good in football.
Okay.
But I have love and a heart for it.
Okay.
So I followed football throughout all my life.
Okay. So you maneuvered your way to have the team, and what were the channels, the canals that you passed to?
In fact, it was tough, very tough for me because we're not having anything. Jerseys weren't there, we're not having balls, we're not having, all the training, equipment that we can, we're not having them. So at a point, we're even renting jerseys from town and other people. And then I was also part of Rebetes.
Okay, yeah.
I was part of.
Really?
Yeah, I was part of the management team.
Oh, okay.
So I used to even take their jerseys and then we use it at the mercenary. So if you go back to 2016, 2017, we use their jersey for the first time that we won the schools, in the second crowd.
Wow.
And then we also played some top six narcotic control board. They organized some top six games at Fijai Secondary School Park.
Okay.
We won that tournament with Rebetes.
Jersey.
From then we had some young guys like Samuel Pong, Okran, OC, and some guys coming in. Then we always decided to get some training equipment here and there. And I can tell you at the SEC now we are one of the best kids schools in the region.
Wow.
Like the boys team are now having more than 6 jerseys now.
Wow.
Now the girls are also having about 6 or so jerseys now.
Wow.
And World Kids holds everything. It's
You have your cardigans.
Exactly. Everything, it's nice. So I can say that from nowhere we've gotten somewhere.
Wow.
Some people are even fighting and then there's new mantra that sex so bad.
Yeah.
Because like you asked, from 2016 we won our first
trophy.
Yeah, first trophy. And in 2017 we won the Narcotic Control Board
Trophy.
The nice trophy for top 6. And then from then we went back. Then 2021 we started winning everything that is called trophy in the region.
So from 2021 to 2024,
even this 2025,
you won.
We won Sky organized top 8.
Okay.
Just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
This time around we were second, but the girls also won the girls division.
Okay. So you this time around you played against Seco.
Yeah, Seco final.
Yes. They scored you. You never admitted. Then you played again. That was what I heard.
Yeah. We played. That was in our group stage. We were in the group BA. At the Emirates High School, Seco, Mesek, and then the Fijai. We won. We drew in the first game 1-1, and then we went to penalties, and then we won. That's Fijai. So we had 2 points, and then we played Mesek. We won 2-0. Then we had 5 points. Then by then we qualified for the semi-finals. So what we decided to do was that in a tournament you're supposed to go with 25-man squad.
Yeah.
Every player in that list or in that team deserves a playing time. Yeah. So after in qualifying for the semi-finals, we then decided to use those who are also bench warmers, because about 90% of our players are in Form 1 and Form 2. So if you don't use them, they will not get that exposure. So we played our bench, and then they scored us, I think, 3-2 or so. And they were jumping here and there. Some was also were also saying that why like we have to use our bench. In fact, if you're a manager, you have to manage your boys well. Yeah. Give them that platform so that they can also
exhibit what they have,
the talent that they have, so that in the near future, when we are in need of their talent, you can easily, because we have a lot of games along the line that you have to call on them. So you call those that they have used that are giving you that result, and some people are not pleased with it. Fortunately, unfortunately, our colleagues from Mashama used, players were not qualified. So before we started that game, there was a protest from us, and then we played that match and the protest. After the game, our protest went through, we won, and then came for the final match. Vijay did well, Seko did well, and they scored a very beautiful goal. If you have beat me, I beat you. As a sports person, I just have to accept it. But they did well.
The score, do you how many goals?
1 goal.
Okay, just a goal.
Yeah, just a goal. And the goal was beautiful. Just that our boys, they are young boys. I think we were exposed in a sense that when we played that Sky tournament, people saw our team, and then they also planned, to kind of
come in harder.
Yeah, our team, because we have a very young team. But those who won that 3 trophies on a trot, we only have 2 players in our team now.
Okay.
9 of them have completed.
Wow.
So we cannot, go with the same tempo. And that, tournament exposed us.
Okay.
So people saw the weakness in our team, and then that confidence came back. No, I don't know we can beat them. Okay. We were just hiding, behind our glory, and people saw it, and then they also maneuvered their way through. And
okay.
I think
so. You're trying to tell us that you played this very tournament with past glory.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. But we have boys who also are talented. Just that the exposure is there.
Okay. So they are now exposing themselves.
Exactly.
Okay. So you are giving them maybe 1 or 2, 3 matches.
So come next year, these boys will gel, and then we'll go back to our glory again. But that's the plan.
Yeah. Okay. So let me ask you. Majesty will come in with some questions, but let me ask this question. Now, we'll talk about the benefits of the intercolleges, okay, and we'll also talk about the things that are not going on well, that we can do things about it to make it happen. But personally, in your hands as a team manager or as a college coach, specifically at Edinburgh Senior High, have you been able to nurture boys who are now big guys in the teams that we watch? Talking of the local league, local Premier League, is it? That's how you call it, Ghana Premier League. Okay, yeah. So do you have players from Adesek playing? A lot, man. And can you mention some of the names to us?
Okay, let me start from now. We have a player, I believe you know him. We call him Corporal.
Yeah. He's the one who broke my leg.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh
no, Ratty know of that. He's a big compound boy.
Ratty himself is also
the player. He's a big compound player, and big compound. A time came, we got the age group who we used to play. So we had children or like our junior side, like Abdullah, Atod, and other people who plays. Bimbo is from D compound, so he's not part of us.
Okay.
We had our own team from B compound here. Yeah, sure. So I was playing. I was a defender. Yeah, sure. Ratty has remained a midfielder for so long. So I think Corpo was at the time a goalkeeper and a defender.
Yeah. So I converted him from goalkeeping to football, and I'll come.
You come to that. Yeah, sure. So we were playing one Sunday, and we play very aggressively. When we are playing, we have a time that time becomes aggressive moment, and at the time I wasn't lucky. I had to. At the time, Corpo had started training. He has been playing. He had the exposure. He had like the strength. Everything has come, and me, I wasn't fat like this. I had the stature too because I had intention of joining the military, so I was training and so I think I had a crash with him, and my right leg got broken, and since then I've not played again. Yes, and I started to become fat. So Corpo, I was just saying that to add up to what
Joseph Kwanzaa.
Joseph Kwanzaa is the name.
In fact, he is a captain of a Premier League team right now.
Wow.
That is Young Apostles.
Okay, Young Apostles, yes.
And he's doing what? Just last week he was voted. He was part of team of the week.
Wow.
Kopo has won a lot of man of the match.
Wow.
He's a fantastic player.
Yeah.
We have Kopo, that's Joseph Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
Young Apostles. We have Baba Musa Amadou.
Yeah.
That's the Samatex.
Yeah.
And then you know that
my mate.
Yeah. He's your mate, eh?
We have record in Adembesi High School that I don't think any other school currently can match us.
Wow.
We have produced national goalkeepers 3 times.
Wow.
We have Rafik Shaibu, who's also a keeper. He's now the first keeper at Samatex 1996.
Wow.
At Summer Boy.
Yeah.
He was the national under 17 goalkeeper
Wow.
when he was in Form 1 at Adembesi High School.
Wow.
We have a number of them. We have some at the Bushando House right now. John Yali. We have Ment. There are many.
A lot of people.
And we have some also in Europe.
Okay.
We have some in Europe. We have there's a boy called him Thiago. Something Mensa. I've forgotten that.
Yeah.
It says.
They all pass through your hands.
They all pass through myself and then that of my colleagues.
Yeah.
We have Wakiki, that is Matthew, Siam, who is in Spain.
Yeah.
We have some who are in Italy. We have some who are in Serbia.
Wow.
And then that of the Division 1 and then Division 2,
Plenty.
a lot of them. There's no, I can confidently say that or tell you that there's no Division 2 team in the Western region here who's doing well without
an Adembra player.
Adembra High School.
Now, let's talk about the benefits of these intercolleges. Before then, Majesty, do you have anything to ask before you come to this?
Mine will be around the game with the
They just ended one. Okay, so we come to that. Now, let's talk about the benefit of this whole thing.
Okay. I think we cannot underestimate the benefit that sports or these boys that we have groomed bringing to their families. For like Samatex, for instance, they are paid very well. I believe that they are not at this level that even though they haven't peaked to that higher height that we all would have wished. They are young, and I believe that they are not a problem for their family. They are not calling for them to send them money to feed themselves. They are taking care of themselves as they are, nurturing their talent to that higher height. Amando, for instance, last season he scored about 10 to 11 goals.
Wow.
And he was a poster boy from Sky FC to Samatex. They even went to Africa, and he was doing well until he had an injury that brought him home. These boys are doing so well.
Yeah.
Just that they have not been able to come back to the school to do that kind of thing that we wanted them to, maybe bring in this and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
But I believe that they are young, and as time goes on, they will get to that higher height or to that high level. They will be able to earn a lot and then come back home and then take care of. But for now, they are taking care of themselves and then their family. They are not liability. You see some of them around, they just wallow around and then not making any better impact. Most of them are doing very well, taking care of their families and even they themselves. And when we see them, we're also happy because they don't ask money from you when you
sure.
you. And you can see that they're also making impact in whatever that they are doing. So for me, at that level, I think it's a plus. And then the national teams are also calling them left, right, center. So I believe that they are building a CV for themselves that in future we'll be seeing them on TV. For Kopo, Sequence, Amando, Rafik, we always see them on TV, and we are always happy that they are from Adembra in high school. Those days it was like St. John's and stuff that you see their players maybe and stuff. But for Adembra, currently we have national under 16 goalkeeper who is in Adembra in high school.
Wow.
Currently,
Wow.
national under 16 goalkeeper in Adembra, and we have also produced another one who went out for an international tournament. He came back. He was even part of our team. He was our goalkeepers trainer. So within 2 to 3 years now, we had 3 national team goalkeepers from Adembra in high school. So we are not doing bad at all.
Okay, so apart from the personal, it's a serve as source of employment for some people. What again can we boost of so far as you are talking about the sports in the colleges?
It's also a way of, motivation. Either to people looked at sports as dropouts kind of people's, venture.
Yeah.
But because of the level like these guys have attained, it has also kind of like motivate those ones that there's future for them. And when a person kind of like develop that kind of motivation, it helps him build up. Most of them are not looking back. They are now psyching themselves that actually we can do better. And it is lifting them. We have one boy who is in Leicester City right now. He's on a Majestify, or let's say a trials.
Wow.
Madam in high school.
Wow.
So for the motivation, I can say that it is endless. We cannot even count it, because it's something that drives someone to move or to do the unthinkable. And these boys are doing superb. So I believe that even the motivation itself is better than anything I can talk of. I believe that the future looks bright. I once told the headmaster of the school, Mr. William Koftechi, good evening, sir, that in the next 5 years to come, Edinburgh cannot count its glories. And lo and behold, we are not even halfway through that promise that I made to him, and we are counting it now.
Wow.
And so I cannot say that material wise we are not there, but I believe that sometime to come it will overflow, because we are producing them now. Some people even call us the goalkeepers factory.
Okay.
Because every day we have the one who just man our post for both Sky competition, and then that of the inter schools in Form 1.
Wow.
So you can imagine when you get to Form 2, what will you do?
Yeah.
And it's just 13, 14 years.
Wow.
So national call will be going. Most of the clubs are now looking at them right now.
Yeah.
Most of the national teams are now in scouting now, because the age is very superb.
Yeah.
We don't falsify their age. We allow them to go through with their age. Because in Ghana, somebody coming from GHS, definitely you cannot say he's 20 years with GHS.
Yeah.
And then what I'm happy that the GFA are doing is that they are looking at the senior high schools for their players.
Wow.
Because that is where you can get the rightful age
Yeah.
to help our national teams.
Wow.
So I think we are on course.
Wow.
I know that the future looks very bright.
Okay.
And maybe by the time that some of us will have been in our retiring ages, at them rest nights will be, like hitting the bars like.
Okay, so talking of the demerit of this, are there anything that you sit back and see and you say, this is a red flag, let's do this to curb it? Do you have anything like that?
Yeah, there's this tendencies that some parents, when they see their children, with this kind of like that sporting qualities, they normally don't help them. That is one of the biggest challenge that we have. I always tell them that give that child a chance. You don't know what to come out of. But this Michael Essien, the Suleiman Montari, we're all having these kind of challenges, but we're allowed. Now, Smojan is taking care of about almost thousands of people because of football.
Yeah.
Book did not take him to where he is now.
Yeah.
Just, football that is making life for. Another thing that I think that I can speak of is the pitch that we use.
Yeah.
At the Emirates Nights, we don't have the facilities at all.
Okay.
So,
but you use what is just behind us.
but that's the challenge that we have. The school games are played on the grass, and we played on a turf. One of the reasons why we did not do well in our school games currently is that we train mostly on the turf. In the turf to Adiambra Township, they have their own Fridays, Mondays, and other days. They play their special, so you have to sneak, come and train, find time to come and train. And it is a school. It's not like football, academy where you can put them on the field, like 24/7. They have some periods that you cannot skip.
You have to go to class.
Go to class. And you cannot do just 10 minutes training, go and wash down, and then go to class. So it's kind of a challenge.
So in the nutshell, you want your own pitch.
Exactly. If we can get our own pitch.
But do you have lands for that?
We have some land that is in between NAC, and then that we can use for both NAC school and then Medicine High School.
Okay.
So the pitch itself issue is a big challenge for us. because even having our houses throughout the week is a challenge, because Mondays you cannot use the time people come and you play their special Friday, they have their special even.
But can the town people quit for you to use the weekend they continue?
But that is the problem. It's been a battle with them, and those 2 days there's no way you can take or can come for training. I mean after 3 o'clock they'll be there and they will not even allow you to train your boys. Yeah, so that's one of the biggest challenge. We don't have the facilities at all. It's not only football, basketball, and other stuff. They're also lacking. But we with all these challenges, last year we were the best school in the whole region. We won 8 trophies out of 12.
Wow!
And then we won the Super Zonals back to back. It has never happened before.
Yeah.
Maybe you win the next 2 years, but ours, when we won it, continuously.
Yeah.
The schools that was secondary zone, we won 2021, 2022, 2022, 2023, 2024.
Wow!
And then like our girls are not doing bad at all.
Yeah.
And we have that's a headmaster and then his management team who are sports loving.
Okay.
In fact, they help a lot. Sometimes they can give you money to go and scout for 3 good days. I don't want to mention any.
Wow.
People will be going there.
Yeah.
All this is a morale booster.
Yeah.
And when they come to, they take good care of them. Can you imagine? Last year, most of the heads were crying for money. There was no money. He was able to, sponsor these boys to a very nice place, a party for them. The other year, we went to Abuaze, their clubhouse place. We have swimming pool.
Yeah.
Guys went there and chilled themselves at, and very nice food, drinks here and there. So there's a lot of motivation around.
Okay.
When we are in a school, and then the school, the heads and then the management team are sports loving. It helps to propel the sports to a great level. Okay. And that is how come Medicine High School is doing well now. But the school authorities are doing so well. Okay. This Easter, most of the schools went on break. We were forced to stay. We were encouraged to stay.
Yeah.
And the school fed them. In fact, some of the food that we're eating can stand back to the child.
Well, I enjoy.
And some of the students, it didn't even, ring a bell. I should go back home. Yeah. But the food is the same as you're going to eat at home. Yeah, sometimes even better than what, and they stayed, and it helped, our training. That's how come we won that Sky in competition.
Yeah.
And I think that the boys are also loving it, and others are also being encouraged to come to, It's nice. So that is what I can say for now.
Okay, so in the nutshell, talking of sports or sports in the colleges in the region, okay, it is doing more good than harm. Are you saying that?
Exactly. The sport is unearthing more talent for the region. Just that the infrastructure wise is a bit problem.
Yeah, that is because the pitch, for instance. Sipon is not working any longer.
Sipon is out of use. I think they have now rooped it again.
Okay.
It is. I'm told that
they are on course in maintaining it.
I'm told it's left with the seats and other stuffs that they are fixing. If you look at that of a central region and a Ashanti region, you can see the pictures that were on all the platforms because of the facilities that they have. They're able to organize it. So if you look at like Jendu, the numbers that we had at Jendu last just this recently, you can see that we could have done the same thing if we also have the same facilities like the the central and Ashanti and stuff. Yeah. So I believe that when these things are being put in place, we can also do the same thing. But
I'm told that there is a very good pitch at Axim, of which people are vying for you to go there. Should everything center in secondary Takoradi?
No, for the Super Zonas, we can go to Axim, as you rightfully said. But for the Zona one, for instance, we are having our inter-schools, and then we want Seko, Adembra, Mesek, Fijai to go to Axim to go and have their inter-schools there. I think it's not work.
Yeah.
But for the Super Zonas, we'll pick best schools from each of the zone. We have the Skendi zone, we have the Takoradi, we have the other form. Yeah. So the way can go and then have our games there.
Okay.
But for the Zona one,
It should happen in their jurisdiction. Okay, I get you. Now, Majesty, at your time, you can ask your question.
Mine is with the inter-schools, the just recent one. I want to know the safety measures that are put in place, because when you were talking, you said that some of the parents don't encourage their wards to, go into this sports thing. So I feel like these are some of the reasons since I won't say more than one quarter, because if I remember the year 2016-2017, I was playing January year. Yeah.
Okay.
And one of my teammates got injured. We were playing against Sunia.
You were playing for which team?
It's with JHS. I was playing for Frisbee. So one of one of my teammates got injured. He crashed with one of the
players.
Yeah, and his nose
broken.
Yeah, and they gave him ice block to put on. So he was using that like to do coffee. Inti no ma the horn kwata no ma me no do. Inti sure ni nya ka na awofo no one year the one.
Okay.
I think for the senior high school, I can't talk about the DHS or the basic schools, but for senior high school, what I can say is that first aid and those things, and then the Red Cross are 24/7 there, and they are doing so well. In fact, I remember at St. John's we had the hand games, the volley, basketball, and stuff at St. John's last week rather. One of our girls, fell down. She was crashed down. She fell down with her back. She fell into coma, something like that, and then she was rushed to Escado. Treatments were fantastic, and then the school took care of everything. She was rushed there on time. Everything was taken care of, and she's now on the feet now. For us, I think the senior high school, because of
things are in place to support
exactly. So the school
children
itself will take care of that child. I don't know that of basic school. But the reason why I said some parents are not helping is that I'm not giving their children. In Ghana, every parent wants to be.
My mother is a victim.
Want to be a doctor. This. Meanwhile, the son can play very good football.
Of which the person can earn a living
exactly
from that.
And you can also learn alongside playing this football thing. But some parents will let you stop the sports and then
focus on books.
But you don't know which one will take the son.
So you encourage the child to do both simultaneously.
Exactly. But nowadays there are schools who are looking for sport. I have about 3 girls who are on a scholarship because of sports. There's one girl, believe from Adembe Senior High School. She's a runner, long distance runner. She's in ECC right now because of scholarship. And Adembe Senior High School having packages with some foreign schools that if you are very good sports person, you can have full funded scholarship from US and then the UK schools. Even Legon and then you are picking sports people. I have one girl at TTU right now. She's on a scholarship. Okay, so if it were to be only books, I think it would have been something else. So sports is also paving way for people who those days would call them maybe like less endowed. Parents don't have money, so not be able to go to school. The sports is rather pushing them there. So parents should be able to encourage who have their qualities that we are ready to nurture.
Okay.
And again, it will be security.
Yeah, security, in fact, just ended the schools. There were some security men that were not even were not in their uniforms. We had a lot of them who were they were told that
were they there officially?
Yes, they were there officially.
Okay.
Yeah, and they were visible. They were visible. Just that our numbers that in terms of the students
doesn't match with
it doesn't match
the numbers of the
so
security.
I think I'll
more room for improvement.
Yeah, I'll encourage the organizers to add more the security men to those that were employed there. But in all, I can say that they did well. They organized it. The only challenge was
they did well, or they have been doing well.
In fact, they have been doing well.
Yeah.
They have been doing well. Just that there should be some sponsorship, packages, or some companies, coming in to come and add some kind of feel to it, like the farm yogurt, the farm milk, those Indomie and those, at least when these
consumable products.
When these people come in and then they add prices to to the game, it's kind of like motivates these boys and girls. So imagine the best player winning, let's say, a laptop, okay, to help him, or a tablet to help him or her to learn in school, or maybe a scholarship, something for the student. That is what is lacking there in our games, because we have the GNPCs, the Ghana Gas in our region. They are sponsoring teams that are in Ashanti region games, Central Region games, but here we're not having.
Maybe yours doesn't look attractive.
I think it's also part of it. So I want to entreat the organizers to look that way, to also try to seek more sponsorship, because we have more companies in the Western region than that of Central.
The other regions. Okay, Majesty.
Yeah,
can I go on?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so we are about to end the show. So let me ask this question now. Talking of Adiambra Senior High, as you just mentioned, of giving back to the school from those who have been to places that they are doing very well there. Do they speak to some of the young mates who are playing for Adiambra? And when you are going for matches, do they get some words of encouragement from some of these people, especially the corporal and the likes, the people who are in abroad and others? Do they give motivation to the young ones playing for the school?
Some even do come around, even in the field of play, that is around, to some stand at the vantage point to even to kind of like coach them whilst they are playing. Even yesterday, there were a few guys who came around to talk to them. Some even called on phone, and then they inspired them to go and do better. They encouraged them. There were few who even brought them drinks. And I remember this guy Barry, DJ Barry. DJ Barry has been doing so well. In fact, almost every year he comes.
Barry Nanasapon. Yeah, so he works with
this guy.
No, he's not there again.
Okay.
Yes, no, he works with Darling.
Darling Lemon.
Yes, XYZ. They have a lot of products. I think he's one of the managers.
Okay.
Yes. Well, I think
every year he comes with a package. When they win, there's a monetary package that he gives them.
Oh, okay.
And then other drinks and water. For information, our boys play and they are giving bottled water. And when it's a kind of feel that
sure.
and so our boys are motivated. In fact, they are really motivated.
Okay.
Because a lot of people come around to promise them, when you give you this, and they do.
Okay, so good evening to Barry Nanasapon. He is my mate. I sat in the same class with him. Good evening to him, and to add, I think tomorrow is Mother's Day.
Yeah.
So I'll give you the privilege to look into the camera. You wish your wife, your other colleagues in school, your church people, Mother's Day.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. It's unfortunate my mom is late. But let me say, I have some people who are taking care of me, like my wife, Rosina Fokwashi, or Rosina Graham. Let me put it that way. And then Madam Diana of now she's at Agriculture. I think you know Madam
Diana, economics.
Yeah, but she took care of me.
Oh, okay.
She made life in Kintakrade easy for me.
Wow.
And I'm so proud of her. Madam Diana and then the family, God bless you. Madam Pat is in the US now.
Yeah.
Madam Pat Patewa.
Yeah.
She's in the US. Madam Pat, Madam Abigail of Ademres High School. If I'm going to mention names, I think I'm going to have issues. All the female teachers in Ademres High School, I say God richly bless you all for sticking with us and then offering us your love and then your support.
Okay.
And then to our camera woman to I pray that you get that strength to become a good mother.
Right. She's also a mamator.
Wow.
Yeah, sure. So I think
and She never smiled, so I thought I
Is
did
that,
not.
yeah, she's a major.
Okay.
Yeah. So, do you have people to acknowledge on Facebook?
No, I don't for now. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Graham, you look into the camera once again and you give us your social media handles, maybe at the second one, if you can follow them so far as football is concerned.
Okay. Oh, I have my own. This is I'm trying to build my Facebook page too. You advised me some time ago.
Yeah, sure.
I never, but now I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So the name Guardian Robert Aquagram is on Facebook. It's very now I have about getting to 8K or so.
Oh wow.
Very small. And then recently my son sent me to I think that new platform.
TikTok?
The TikTok. So I'm doing not bad there. The same name, but there I'm using Santa Graham.
Okay.
Or Santa Graham.
Okay.
So
Santa from Adesado.
Sadeka.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
These are the platform. And then Ademresin High School too. Ademresin High School. They are on Facebook. They are on TikTok.
Yeah.
And Samati is the one who is manning TikTok.
Okay.
Also doing same.
Hey, Marty.
Facebook. Yeah.
Greetings to
So,
him.
yeah, I believe he's also watching.
Yeah, sure.
So these are the platforms that you can find the school and then myself there. And then the sports too. We have also opened a platform for the sports people. It's not doing bad at all. That is sex sports. It's also not doing bad at all. So these are the platforms that I think you can find the school stuff about or things that are about the school and that are myself.
Right. Majesty.
Yeah.
Mother's Day to any other person. You look into the camera, you wish.
Yeah.
Then also you add up.
Mother's Day to my mother.
Yeah.
Sarah Nyapon. Yeah, and also last week Friday I was there to watch the games between St. John's and St. Mary's.
St. John's is not a team anymore. Ademba has been disgracing them no more.
But then there are some potentials in there.
They are working on past glory. Yeah, sure.
But then, like I said, they have some potential, like the players, So there was this young boy in the Arafat. He plays at number 9 position. He was in 17 jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, he's really.
You don't say number 9, he's an attacker. We don't say number 9 again.
Then striker.
Okay, striker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to Arafat. Yeah.
Right. So that is that by
I have 2 siblings who are also female.
Okay.
And I forgot to mention their names.
Okay.
I believe they'll not be happy with me.
Sure.
Michaelina and then the Isabella.
Okay.
God richly bless you all.
Happy Mother's Day in advance to them as well. Okay. So the Sidem Academy, do you have Ademba people playing?
Yeah, you have a number of people. And even the owner is a female. So Madam Sarah.
Okay. And they have a lot of people.
A lot of Madam Sarah Sidem Academy and I tell Nana Okran and Kotiti. God bless you all.
Right. So this is where we pull the curtains down to today's episode. Thanks for doing the watching. You can do a recap of it on other social media handles. That is the Future TV 14 on YouTube and other handles. On Facebook, you can do the watching there on Emmanuel Techi Bonnie. And please, you can do what to bring your comment there. And when we come next week, we'll touch that one for you. My name once again remains Nana Bean Kwame Ankoma Painter. Happy Mother's Day to Caroline, Ifwa, Baden, Eminsa, and all potential mothers. My name once again Nana Bean Painter. Bye bye.